Hi everyone, welcome back to Once Young. If you watch The King's Warden, you've probably heard people say things like, "It blew me away." "Curiosity got the best of me." That scene lives rent-free in my head. But what do these expressions actually mean? Today we're going to learn 100 real English expressions that native speakers use when talking about movies. These are phrases people say naturally in everyday conversations, especially after watching a film that made a strong impression. First, I'm going to explain each expression one by one so you can clearly understand how native speakers use them. Then, at the end of the video, I'll show you all the sentences together without explanations, so you can practice speaking them out loud like a native speaker. So make sure you watch until the end, and try repeating the sentences with me to practice your English speaking. All right, let's start. A very common question people ask when a movie becomes popular is, "Have you seen The King's Warden yet?" Native speakers often say this when a movie is trending. The word "yet" suggests that the speaker thinks there's a good chance you might have already watched it. Another very similar question is, "Have you watched it yet?" In everyday conversation, Americans use the verbs watch and see almost interchangeably when talking about movies. You might also hear people say, "Everyone's talking about it." This means the movie has become a major topic of conversation. Sometimes people say, "It's everywhere right now." This means the movie keeps appearing in conversations, news articles, and social media. Another common expression is, "It's all over my feed." Your feed refers to your social media timeline. When something is all over your feed, it means the algorithm keeps recommending posts or videos about it. People might also say, "I keep seeing clips of it." A clip is a short piece of a movie that people share online. If the excitement keeps growing, someone might say, "People won't stop talking about it." This simply means the movie is very popular. Another phrase you might hear is, "The hype is real." Hype refers to excitement or promotion surrounding something. Saying "the hype is real" means the movie actually deserves the excitement. Sometimes people admit, "The hype got to me." This means the excitement convinced them to watch the movie. Another very natural expression is, "Curiosity got the best of me." This means curiosity became stronger than hesitation. After finally watching the movie, someone might say, "I finally watched it." The word "finally" suggests they had been planning to watch it for a while. Another casual way to say this is, "I finally checked it out." The phrase "check it out" means to try or experience something. Sometimes people say, "I gave in and watched it." Give in means to stop resisting. Another similar expression is, "I caved and went to see it." This also means the person eventually decided to watch it. Sometimes viewers say, "I had to see what the fuss was about." Fuss refers to the attention or excitement surrounding something. Another expression is, "I decided to give it a shot." Give it a shot means trying something for the first time. Similarly, someone might say, "I decided to give it a chance." This means they watched it even though they weren't sure they would like it. Before watching, someone might say, "I went in with low expectations." This means they did not expect the movie to be very good. Another simple version is, "I didn't expect much." Some viewers say, "I went in blind." This means they watched the movie without reading reviews or knowing the plot. After watching, many people say, "It blew me away." This means the movie impressed them a lot. A simpler reaction might be, "It was amazing," or "It was so good." Another direct reaction is, "I loved it." If the movie was surprisingly good, someone might say, "It exceeded my expectations," or "It was way better than I expected." Sometimes viewers say, "It completely surprised me." If the movie had strong emotional impact, someone might say, "It hit me harder than I expected." Another phrase is, "It really stuck with me." This means the story stayed in their mind after watching. Similarly, someone might say, "It stayed with me." Talking about the story itself, someone might say, "The story was incredible," or "The storytelling was amazing." Another compliment is, "The plot was really strong." This refers to how well the story was written. Some viewers comment on pacing by saying, "The pacing was perfect." Pacing refers to how quickly or slowly the story moves. Another compliment is, "Every scene mattered." This means nothing felt unnecessary. People also say, "Everything felt intentional." This suggests the director carefully planned every detail. If someone was fully absorbed in the movie, they might say, "I was completely immersed." Another similar expression is, "I was hooked from the beginning." If the movie was extremely engaging, someone might say, "I couldn't look away," or "It kept me on the edge of my seat." These phrases describe strong suspense. Sometimes viewers react emotionally and say, "That ending destroyed me," or "That ending broke my heart." Another reaction is, "I wasn't ready for that ending." If the emotional effect continues, someone might say, "I'm still not over it," or "I can't stop thinking about it." A very popular internet expression is, "That scene lives rent-free in my head." This means the memory keeps replaying in your mind. If a scene was powerful, someone might say, "I got chills," or "I got goosebumps." Another variation is, "It gave me chills." Sometimes viewers simply say, "I was speechless." When talking about actors, people might say, "Park Ji-hoon was incredible as Dan-jong." A stronger compliment is, "He owned that role." Another common expression is, "He nailed the role." If one actor was the main reason the movie worked, someone might say, "He carried the film." Sometimes viewers say, "He elevated every scene." This means his acting improved every scene he appeared in. Another compliment is, "His performance was powerful," or "He brought the character to life." If the performance felt extremely real, someone might say, "It felt like Dan-jong came back to life." Another strong compliment is, "He disappeared into the role." This means the actor completely became the character. A lasting performance might be described as, "That performance was unforgettable." When talking about two actors together, viewers often mention chemistry. For example, "Their chemistry was amazing." Another way to say this is, "They worked so well together," or "Their dynamic was great." Sometimes people say, "They played off each other perfectly." If their scenes were particularly strong, someone might say, "Every scene they shared was great." Talking about the director, people might say, "The director nailed it," or "The directing was fantastic." Another comment is, "The vision was really clear," or "The direction was impressive." Sometimes viewers say, "The director really delivered." If the movie was very good, people might want to watch it again. They might say, "I want to watch it again," or "I might go see it again." Another common phrase is, "I'm planning to rewatch it." If someone already watched multiple times, they might say, "I already watched it twice," or "I went back to see it again." When recommending the movie, someone might say, "You have to watch it," or "I highly recommend it." Another common suggestion is, "You should definitely check it out." People also say, "It's worth watching," or "It's worth seeing in theaters." Fans sometimes become very enthusiastic and say, "I'm obsessed," or "I fell down the Park Ji-hoon rabbit hole." Another humorous expression is, "He lives rent-free in my head." Sometimes viewers say, "My entire feed is Park Ji-hoon now," or My algorithm is all the King's Warden now. On the internet, people sometimes exaggerate and say, that scene broke the internet, or that moment was iconic. Another strong compliment is, that scene was legendary. Sometimes people say, that performance was next level, or that acting was insane. When giving their final opinion, viewers might say, this is easily one of the best movies this year, or this deserves way more recognition. Another opinion is, this deserves more attention. Sometimes viewers say, this movie deserves awards. And finally, someone might say, people will talk about this movie for years. At the end of the conversation, viewers often summarize their feelings with expressions like, I'm so glad I watched it. It was totally worth it. I'm really happy I gave it a chance. I didn't expect to love it this much. And a very common final reaction is, this movie really stayed with me. Those are 100 real English expressions people use when talking about movies. If you want to sound more natural when discussing films in English, try using some of these phrases in your conversations. Now, let's review all the sentences together. Try repeating them out loud with me. Have you seen The King's Warden yet? Have you watched it yet? Everyone's talking about it. It's everywhere right now. It's all over my feed. I keep seeing clips of it. People won't stop talking about it. The hype is real. The hype got to me. Curiosity got the best of me. I finally watched it. I finally checked it out. I gave in and watched it. I caved and went to see it. I had to see what the fuss was about. I decided to give it a shot. I decided to give it a chance. I went in with low expectations. I didn't expect much. I went in blind. It blew me away. It was amazing. It was so good. I loved it. It exceeded my expectations. It was way better than I expected. It completely surprised me. It hit me harder than I expected. It really stuck with me. It stayed with me. The story was incredible. The storytelling was amazing. The plot was really strong. The pacing was perfect. Every scene mattered. Everything felt intentional. I was completely immersed. I was hooked from the beginning. I couldn't look away. It kept me on the edge of my seat. That ending destroyed me. That ending broke my heart. I wasn't ready for that ending. I'm still not over it. I can't stop thinking about it. That scene lives rent-free in my head. I got chills. I got goosebumps. It gave me chills. I was speechless. Park Ji-hoon was incredible as Danjong. He owned that role. He completely nailed it. He carried the film. He elevated every scene. His performance was powerful. He brought the character to life. It felt like Danjong came back to life. He disappeared into the role. That performance was unforgettable. Their chemistry was amazing. They worked so well together. Their dynamic was great. They played off each other perfectly. Every scene they shared was great. The director nailed it. The directing was fantastic. The vision was really clear. The direction was impressive. The director really delivered. I want to watch it again. I might go see it again. I'm planning to rewatch it. I already watched it twice. I went back to see it again. You have to watch it. I highly recommend it. You should definitely check it out. It's worth watching. It's worth seeing in theaters. I'm obsessed. I fell down the Park Ji-hoon rabbit hole. He lives rent-free in my head. My entire feed is Park Ji-hoon now. My algorithm is all the King's Warden now. That scene broke the internet. That moment was iconic. That scene was legendary. That performance was next level. That acting was insane. This is easily one of the best movies this year. This deserves way more recognition. This deserves more attention. This movie deserves awards. People are going to talk about this movie for years. I'm so glad I watched it. It was totally worth it. I'm really happy I gave it a chance. I didn't expect to love it this much. This movie really stayed with me. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching Once Young, and I'll see you in the next lesson.
Please subscribe to Once Young.